Assistant Chief Ryan Remmers, right?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Very good. So thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
This is your first rodeo in here, I guess?
I've never been in here. Seen a little bit of it on online.
Awesome.
But it looks cool.
Well, thanks for coming in. So it's 4th of July. Hopefully that's not a busy time other than, directing people where to go for you. But it gets to be a busy night maybe for a little bit.
Yeah, we can hope it's not busy, but historically, I'm going to say it's one of the busiest days of the year for us. It's just a lot of, and we hope to be busy with what I would call minor issues. We can deal with fireworks complaints. We know we're going to get a couple hundred of those each day probably, or over the 3-day period. Those will survive. We're just trying to guard against the big incident where somebody gets hurt or worse. That's what we like to skate through this every year, and are happy when everybody comes out of it safely on the other end.
Yeah. And first and foremost too, there is zero tolerance, no shooting fireworks in city limits, right?
Right. Well, that's the safest thing to say. There are some limited exceptions to that. For instance, on the night of July 3rd, so Friday night next week, the night before the big fireworks show, that Premier Softball Complex from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m., there's what we call a consumer shoot set up out there. So the staff at Loose Fireworks set it up the right way, where they've got some designated areas for you and your family. You can come out there and shoot off fireworks legally within the city limits. You can shoot off the biggest thing you got out there legally that night. So that's one area where you can legally shoot within the city limits. And then on the night of the day of the 4th, during the 4th of July, you can shoot fireworks on private property around Lake Kampeska. Mm-hmm. So not City Park, not Memorial Park, not Jackson, not the boat landings or the accesses, the public accesses, but private property at the lake. So,
okay.
So, yeah.
And if you are in town, can you do the snakes or something like that?
Yeah, the little things that don't have, I think the way the city ordinance calls it doesn't have a report. Roman candles, no-go, bottle rockets are a no-go, but little snaps, the sparklers, the little small things like that, those you can do legally within the city limits.
Yeah, little toddler bags or whatever they come with.
The ones that aren't going to blow all your fingers off. Might just give you a little owie.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
So they can go to the Anza soccer field then the day before and kind of get that set up. And then they'll have the parade. Is that also going to be on Friday, or are they going to have the parade on the 4th?
Parade's on the 4th of July.
Right.
So that's it kicks off at 1:45 on the day. Same route as it's always. I mean, for anybody that's been here before, it's the post office generally out to the stadium. 1:45 is the frisbee toss that the FOP does, and then the rest of the parade kind of follows shortly after that. About 2:00 or so. Usually runs for about an hour. Usually a pretty big deal, I guess.
Yeah. Do you guys have to, or not have to, but do you assist with the Kransberg situation? Because it kind of follows that right after that.
We don't, because we're the city police department, we don't have any real authority or responsibility outside the city limits per se. So what hurts us there, though, is that the sheriff's office is extremely busy with the Kransberg parade, and then that takes all of their resources out there. So they're not necessarily here to help with our stuff that's going on in Watertown. We work good with them, and they're great. Sheriff's office is great. It's just we realize they've got bigger fish to fry over there in Kransberg. So.
Yeah, and then the herd comes this way after that.
Yeah, come over here and watch your second parade for the day. So.
Yeah, very good. So you got the parade, and then after that, that'll be the large, I guess, the city fireworks show, right?
That night, the 4th of July that night. And it's actually bigger than just a fireworks show, too. In the last 6 years or so that we've been out at the Anza Soccer Complex doing that, they make it a pretty good family event out there. Randy Tupper, when he was on the city council, kind of spearheads this, and he still does now, even though he's not on the council anymore. They've got inflatables and a DJ starting at 5:00 on the 4th out there at Anza. So this is an alcohol-free event. It's just a fun family event. There's a lot of entertainment. I think the soccer group is going to be having their concession stand open. So there's food. It's a good revenue generator for them. So go buy a hot dog or whatever they're selling out there this year. It's a good family event, and then obviously it all culminates in one of the best fireworks shows in the state. I can't say the biggest one this year, I guess, because there's something going on out West River.
Yeah, something going on, maybe a president or something of some something's coming to town.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And maybe I can safely say it's the biggest fireworks show in the state on the 4th of July, because that all happens on Friday night.
Nice.
So ours is on the 4th. So
yeah, that's right.
but don't hold me to that. I don't know how many buttons they got to push to make the fireworks go off. But I've been there every year for the last 75 or 100 or so, it seems like.
Gee.
And it's always a good show out there. So
Absolutely. Yeah, it is something too when you get it dialed in. If they'll have it programmed to one of the radio stations or whatever. And, it's wild to kind of, I don't know how they program it on the computer and stuff, but it is pretty cool to just sit back and watch that stuff pop off like that. So
yeah, they do a good job. That the staff at Lou's there puts a pretty good show together. And can I talk for just a second about the getting into and out of that area that night?
Oh God, yeah.
So getting into the fireworks show is not a problem because people accumulate over the course of several hours. Getting out of there at the end of the night it's not going to be a problem. We know the drill. We've done it at that location for, like I said, probably about the 6th year now. Just ask the public to be patient with us. We have a plan. That plan is basically centered around what parking lot you're leaving from. If you're leaving from a certain lot, you're going to go a certain direction. We're going to direct you to go a certain direction. If you're leaving in a different lot, you're going to go a different direction. It's our plan to get everybody out, moving away from there as quickly and efficiently and safely as possible without directing these cars into each other basically and having a traffic mess. So just follow the direction of the police officers that are out there. And usually it's about 35 minutes or so. And so the last fireworks done until the last car is gone. So that's pretty reasonable considering there's probably going to be somewhere between 5,000 and 10,000 people in that area, and a lot of cars too. And just ask the people follow the directions of the officers and then just take it slow. And you got people walking across roads from one parking lot to the other. You got kids in the mix. It's always dark because that's when we like to do fireworks. And, you got vehicles and pedestrians mixing on narrow roads that weren't necessarily designed to handle 10,000 people. So just take it slow, no rush. Just give us a chance to get everybody out of there safely. And hopefully we'll all come through it just fine.
Yeah. Those little kids, sometimes they get a little anxious and they take off.
Especially, it's a fun night. It's fireworks. They're excited, but just look out for that,
Hopped up on Mountain Dew or something.
Probably. Yep.
Them hot dogs.
Yeah.
So very good. So be careful, have some patience, take an extra minute and follow direction.
Yeah. The one last thing that I'll say too is that one slight change this year from previous years is 20th Avenue South. So that's the bypass that goes like from Sharp Chevrolet out to Walmart, goes through the roundabout at 81. We're going to close a portion of that down this year from 81 over to Walmart. It's just that causes some issues some years where we always worry because the fireworks are going off literally right to the north of that road there. And what'll happen is that either it's passersby or people that are arriving late, they'll just stop their car in the middle of 20th Avenue or on the fog line, and they'll want to watch the fireworks. But then you got other cars behind them that are trying to get over to Dawson, Minnesota, or getting to Clark or whatever. And it's dark. There's no street lights out there, and we just can't have people parked on the shoulder of that road or on the driving lane of that road. So we're just going to shut that down temporarily for about an hour that night. So we'll have some digital signage to warn people that are just passing through that, hey, take 212 instead tonight. Don't take that road down there, because we're going to have that shut down from about 9:30 to 10:30 that night, and then it'll open back up. It's part of our traffic egress plan. So, but during the fireworks show and the last little bit leading up to it, we're just going to close it down this year.
Yeah. Okay. So if you're coming from the south of 81, you can hit the roundabout and just connect to 212 then. Take the roundabout, just keep going
through the roundabout all the way up to 212 and 81, and then go eastbound or westbound from there or whatever. But we're just gonna that portion from 81 down to probably about like where Century is at there, where it curves, that we'll just have that shut down completely. So
good. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense, because I remember too seeing people even trying to park and getting the ditches in there, and all sorts of crazy stuff.
Yeah, and we can't, our cops are already set up in different places to like deal with the traffic egress afterwards. So we don't have the manpower to go out there and shoo out that one car that parks there. And then if there's one car parked there, there's going to be the second one. And once you get 3 or 4, there's going to be 30.
Yeah.
So it's, we'll just shut it down this year. So
yeah. Okay. Very good. Efficient.
yeah, it should be safe and that'll help us get people out of there more quickly too, because now we don't have to deal with these cars parked in the ditch or on the fog lines. So we'll have a free and open road when we get done to get people out of there a little quicker.
Nice. And you guys did post everything on the Watertown SD Police Department Facebook page too. So they can kind of see little flyers and maps.
Yeah, I've got a map of where, like around the lake, what areas you can and cannot shoot fireworks on the 4th. So yeah, I did visit our Facebook page. If that's got everything we're talking about today and probably more is listed in there from a post from yesterday, I think at about 7 p.m. So.
Very good. We'll share it too, so we can get it connected to the live stream and all that too. So very good.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, just I hope you have a great 4th of July. I hope you're safe.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, that's our big thing. Just safety. I mean, we want to make sure have fun, but do it in a safe way.
Absolutely. I was asked to buy some fireworks this year, so I guess our granddaughter can see it. So she turned one a couple weeks ago. So she'll probably just get scared and cry, I'm sure. So.
I probably will too.
Yeah, I know. It's like, how about just a couple of cakes and we'll just call it good. So we'll see what happens. But
start with a little candle on the cake maybe or something.
Yeah.
Call it fireworks.
There you go. They won't know the difference, but we'll see what happens. Well, thanks for everything you guys do. We appreciate that. I know it's a lot of extra work around the holidays and things, and you guys don't always get holidays. So we appreciate everything.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, that's what we do. We're here to serve the community, and I can celebrate the 4th of July or Christmas a day later, and I'm just fine.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. Appreciate it, and look forward to the next time that you come in.
All right. Awesome.
All right. Thank you. Well, we'll get back to some music here on Northeast Radio SD.